Hello, all of you seekers of wealth, manifestation, and abundance in this body on this planet Earth. I'm here to share with you about what Tarot tells us about these matters. How Tarot teaches us key soul truths, keys of wisdom to assist us in more manifestation in these bodies on this planet. Here I sit in the land of Ireland, a place of infinite green, abundant green, and the mythical, legendary pot of gold at the end of the rainbow of lucky leprechauns here to assist us in finding it. Is it illusion or is it something truly possible, like the Holy Grail? Is it evasive and elusive to us, or can we really attain it one way or another? Interestingly, here in Ireland also, if we look at its history, it's a country that's come from extreme poverty, also through the great famine, potato famine, and hardship. And now it's also transversed through the great Celtic tiger in the late 90s into the turn of this new century. That brought us increasing healthy economy here. And even now through tough times, through COVID times, we find that Ireland is on the rise as all the major techie companies are basing their home here. Facebook, Google, Amazon, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, so on, are all finding their home here. And we see more construction of massive buildings here than ever in the 23 years I've lived here. So it's surely a thriving, prospering place, and will continue to be so as long as the techie giants continue in their great growth, which is certainly happening in current times. So as I sit in this place of abundance, I'm in the right vibration to transmit to all of you out there across the web. But we're going to use my favorite esoteric soul truth tarot tool to give you a bit more wisdom and insight. So we have the classic Minor Arcana, and one particular suit that talks about wealth and work and money is the suit of Pentacles, that appears like gold coins. So we see Ace of Pentacles all the way to 10 of Pentacles, following step-by-step instruction from Ace to 10 on how to do it and do it well. So I will share that journey with you. So we begin with the Ace of Pentacles, like a hand from heaven, handing you the gold coin with the 5-pointed star. The 5-pointed star being the archetypal ancient symbol of divine embodiment. The top point to heaven and the lower points representing our bodies, arms and legs, like the Leonardo da Vinci Etruscan man that he so aptly drew within the 5-pointed star. And we see that if we can fully embody our divinity, we have the keys to abundance. The way that goes, more simply said than fully realized in these bodies, is that we are an essential part, a worthy part of all that is, of the great whole, the great circle of life of all that is. And if we look out there, we see an abundant universe, abundant with life, abundant with wealth, abundant with growth. Of course, we see the disparity on our planets of the haves and have-nots, and some in extreme poverty and some in extreme wealth. So what's that all about? If we all rightfully can hold abundance because the universe is indeed abundant and our planet is abundant, why the haves and have-nots? Well, it's like everything on our planet. There's a polarization, shadow and light, male and female, wealthy and poor, for example. So if we fall into this polarization, there will always be black and white, so to speak. But if we look at everything from the holistic perspective, that all is one and each of us is an essential part of the whole of all that is, then everything is possible. So it's about our belief systems as well. And we would see that in the major arcana of the tarot. And there's 3 key cards in the major arcana that we can relate to wealth. They would be the classic earthy cards that correlate with the 3 earth signs of the zodiac: Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So we have the Taurus card is the Hierophant with the keys, the golden keys featured at the bottom. These are keys to divinity and keys to abundance. And we have the Virgo card, the Hermit, which shows the 6-pointed star, which is an integration of all of those polarities within the lantern. And there he stands atop the mountain. Being the 9th major arcana, it's about that journey, that climb up the mountain step by step with patience that leads you to a greater state of abundance and integrating into wholeness or holiness, where all is yours, all that you need. Virgo is not a greedy sign. It's about getting exactly what you need. In fact, it's quite a frugal, humble sign. And so it's about aligning with this consciousness that the universe will always provide you with exactly what you need, no more and no less, if you focus on what your true needs are. They will be delivered. Ask and you shall receive. If you're on that spiritual path and rising up on the mountain, doing your part, doing the work to get to the top of the mountain. And then the 3rd card, which looks quite dark and grim, the devil itself, is the Capricorn card. And no disrespect to all of you Capricorns out there. Capricorn is the sign of wealth. And people who have Capricorn in their astrology charts, whether it's a sun sign or somewhere else in their birth map, they have a more natural ability to acquire wealth in their lifetime than those of us who aren't privileged with that mark of the devil, so to speak, or the Capricorn, because this is the energy of wealth. But it also warns us by being a devil image with an inverted 5-pointed star, such as Hitler used, unfortunately, in his horrific efforts to control everything and control wealth for his own finite empowerment and the finite empowerment of the few. But this inverse 5-pointed star is warning us that if we get too greedy with wealth and too power hungry to hold the wealth, it will invert on us and it will disintegrate us rather than integrate us. As the Hermit showed, we can fall into disintegration. We can fall apart, essentially, because the card that follows the devil is the Tower, where everything will fall apart if you stay on that track. So it's important that though you can get to the top of the mountain, that you might fall off that mountain or that pedestal or wherever you have arrived, if you don't keep integrating shadow with light, for example, the shadow being the dark side of pursuing wealth and with greed, at the cost of others, at the cost of your spirituality and your divinity, you will lose it. So we need to be mindful in this journey. Now, there's a lot more to all of those tarot cards, but I'm giving you a snapshot look here at what the essence of the meanings are.